Hi everybody, welcome to the Periscope room for today. I hope you all had a great weekend. I had a super time. I was at a wedding with a good friend and nothing like a good celebration. Welcome to the room. I'd love to hear which countries you all from. My name's Karen. I own a company called Network Explosion where I do training on social media and run a few social media accounts for small businesses. I'm from Johannesburg, South Africa. What countries are you all from? Thank you for the hearts. Keep them rolling. I love receiving hearts. What countries are represented here today? Venezuela. Welcome, Carlos. Any other countries? Anybody else from South Africa here? Or even the African continent? Where are you all from? Thumbs up to you too, Carlos. Thank you for the hearts. Okay, well, I'll keep talking and you just let me know where you're from while I speak. Basically what I do is it's afternoon over here, Carlos, thank you. I come onto Periscope every day, round about the same time, between 3 and 5 o'clock South African time. And thank you for those hearts. And I do a social media tip on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Thursdays, I usually give a small writing tip, all very simple, basic, mostly for beginners to social media. And on Fridays, I always look for something fun. Loving the hearts, absolutely loving them. So I know we've got Venezuela in the room. We've got South Africa in the room. Who else? What other countries are represented before I start with my social media tip for today? Any other countries? Wow, those hearts are flying in. It's super. Okay, so my social media tip for today, USA, thank you. Welcome. What part of the States are you from? My daughter and my son-in-law are busy traveling the States at the moment. They're in LA right now. Okay, social media tip for the day is, if you've ever listened before, Los Angeles, they should get hold of you. If you've ever listened before, you've heard me say how important visual is to social media. It's really, really important to show as much visual as possible. If you're just posting writing all the time, people scroll right past it, they're bored with it. But graphics and video and even live streaming is exceptionally popular and will get a lot more engagement, a lot more reach, a lot more impressions. So that's quite a challenge if you don't have your own graphic designer. And I'm speaking now mostly with regards to people who own businesses or small businesses, SMEs as we call them here in South Africa, small to medium enterprises. You know, you need to have some branded pics or graphics to put on your social media, even simple things like a motivational quote. I always do hashtag Monday Motivational on Mondays and then put a graphic with it. If you go and look at my Facebook pages for Network Explosion, you'll see some of the graphics that I've put on. And I'm not a graphic designer. I'm not a designer of any sort. I just use simple online tools to zhuzh up a picture. I'm quite fortunate. My daughter is a good photographer, so I often nick some of her photographs and then just put a quote to it, brand it with a Network Explosion logo in the corner, and voila, I have an instant branded graphic to put on my social media. But the tip that I have is I'm sure some of you have seen canva.com. And if you haven't, it's well worth going to look. There's a free version that is very, very user-friendly that you can design your own graphics. Well, you pull in a picture or a photograph or a background, and then you put in the text that you want to and any logos that you want to. And it works really, really well. It's simple. It's very easy to use, and I would highly recommend it, canva.com. They've also just brought out something called Canva for Work, for people who have small businesses and who want to take it a step further. They give you design tips, they give you templates, they give you all sorts of things, and it's so easy to use. So I would recommend that you take a look at canva.com and use that or a tool similar to that to make some really cool graphics that you can use online. If you're going to put videos on, make sure they're not too long, especially if you're in a country like South Africa where our bandwidth is just so ridiculous. But for visuals, for graphics, I really recommend canva.com. I don't work for them. I'm not gaining anything from them. Thank you for the heart. So go and have a look at it. Of course, there are plenty of other platforms out there that do similar things to canva.com. One that I can think of just quickly is it's Monkey, I think it's Monkey Pick or something like that. But they wonderful free tools that are so easy to use, and they just make such a huge difference to your social media. So do lots of graphics, make them yourself, brand them so that your company gets some footage out of them. If you've used somebody else's photograph, give them the credit for it. And yeah, post away. Post your graphics. And that's my social media tip for today. Tomorrow I'll be back probably around about the same time with another social media tip for the day. I call these tips #KarenScope because my name is Karen. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you to those of you who sent me hearts. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you all giving up your time to listen to me, and yeah, I'd love to hear from you on Twitter, and I'd love to meet you somewhere online. So do look me up. Thanks everybody. See you again tomorrow. Cheers.